So it's Friday afternoon. I'm sitting here minding my own business. There's not a lot going on. And all of a sudden, Dave comes around the corner and storms right at me, which is something you never want to see. And he looks me dead in my eye and goes, "Grab cameras now."
I literally have never seen you in your life. I have no idea who you are. Okay. So you just come in, you're like cameraing me, you got lawyers. I don't even know how you got in here. What, now you don't like being on camera, but I'm on camera? Like, I have no idea who you are.
Thanks, guys.
Like,
Thanks.
what did you think was gonna happen? Who are you? How did you even get in here? You wanna leave?
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks. What? Like, you came in and no one knows who the fuck you are.
All right. I'm asking to talk to you. That's
So
it.
who?
Whoever's responsible for the Instagram handle.
Nobody
Someone's
knows.
catfish.
Nobody knows. Like, who have you tried to talk to?
I'm trying to talk to you. That's it.
What makes you think you can talk to me?
Okay. Well, why don't you want to talk to me? What's the
Because
deal?
I don't know who the fuck you are. You come in here, like, I gotta talk to you, I got lawyers involved, you're putting me on camera, it's like The Office. I don't know who you are. You get that? Like, I've never seen you before, I have zero clue who you are.
All right.
Did you send an email?
Yeah. I send an email to you guys.
Who's you guys?
Whoever's at the other side of the aisle. Really?
Yeah, really.
Okay. All right. Thanks, dude.
You're welcome, dude. Okay. Good talk.
All right.
Like, who let this guy in? I'm going up to a meeting, and he's like, hey, like, I don't even know what he was fucking saying. He's like, there's lawyers, he's holding the phone, he's like, I gotta talk to you. He's like, who the fuck are you? Like, I don't know who the fuck you are. So then we didn't have cameras around, so I'm like, whoa, we gotta get a camera. Like, you're gonna film me, and then he left. Getting catfish, he says. It's like, I don't.
Dude, who are you? I have a meeting to go to. So I did a 180, went back downstairs. I'm like, hold on for a second, dude. Yelled at Frankie. I'm like, Frankie, come get a camera or something. Like, he's filming me. We're not filming him. Once we start filming him, then he's like, oh, I don't like being filmed. It's like, dude, you're filming me in my office.
It's a film off.
Yeah, it's a film off. It's a fucking film off.
Friday afternoon film off.
So then he looked like he was going to sit down and hold like a hunger strike. Then he looked like he was going to walk in Erica's office. And then I was just like, you want to leave? And he really didn't by opening the door. He's like, so this is how it's going to go. It's like, what do you expect to happen? I don't know who the fuck you are.
The reason the guy came in was because he was upset about an Instagram post we put on the Barstool Sports main page that was a Tinder message that said, I want to paint you green and spank you like the disrespectful avocado you are. Now, he was upset because he felt like he was being catfished and someone was impersonating him, and he was basically saying, someone is pretending to be me, I am not the avocado spanker.
Why would these two have matched? The Liz says she's from ISU, Iowa State. He's in New York.
That would help the catfishing case.
That would
for
help
Ross.
his catfishing case.
This guy that I'm seeing in the pictures, I don't know how anyone's following this home because I'm not following it here, does not look like the person who came in here looks significantly older.
Like longer hair too. That's
And less hair. He's like bald in the back.
Yeah. It's confused.
But
just
why would
confused
he
as
be
anything.
like getting cat? Why would he think he's being catfished unless that's his picture?
Right, that's the confusion. Like he would know, even if these two people looked alike, he would know.
You wouldn't
that's
be
not
like,
my
oh, I'm getting
picture,
catfished.
unless
Right.
he has an unbelievably similar picture.
No,
But I mean,
that
what are
can't
the odds
be.
of that?
Someone had to tell him.
That's what I don't understand. Where's that come from? Where's the connection come from?
This girl just started working. She does customer service. I think this was like her second day, and she had Avocado Ross emailing her, being like, "You need to take this shit down." So I went up there while we're doing the radio show. I'm like, "All right, like we need to figure this out. This guy says that he got catfish, but now we found out that the real person that sent the DM, his name is Ross, and he likes to paint girls green and spank them like the disobedient avocados they are. He's a real person, Ross. Ross, who lives in Illinois and likes to play lacrosse, loves to spank girls like avocados. Now, the Ross that came into our building is not that Ross. He thought that someone was pretending to be him while saying that they were going to spank avocados like the disobedient avocados they are. But it turns out that this guy was just none of it. This guy's just name is Ross, and he thought that that was him.
I just saw the email that this Ross guy sent in. His name is Ross, but he has a different last name from the Instagram that the girl is saying is him.
Huh.
Right? Because it's that. I'm like trying to make sure that it's the one that you just sent to her.
Yeah. It's
It starts with an H.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
this guy's last name starts with a C.
yeah. So all right, do you have his last name?
Yes.
Well, I actually don't even
No.
think he's getting catfished. I think there's a real guy, Ross.
No,
is
because
in
that goes
Illinois.
back to you have to know that's not your picture. You can't just say you're getting
Or maybe
catfished
when
because
he-
there's another Ross in the world. That guy cannot be saying I'm getting catfished.
Unless
Under
he's
the
miss-
premise, the only thing that they have the same is the name Ross.
This is not him.
No, they're different people.
This is different people.
Nobody's
I'm
going into Barstool.
I really think
No.
that's what happened.
If we are saying what I think we are saying here, which is the guy who marched in here, his version of getting catfished is a real person who also shares the name Ross, resembles him out in Iowa,
Yes.
and therefore we have to take down because some people are confusing the issue because he resembles him, even though they actually don't look that similar. Then that is
The only thing I can
non-avocado Ross is 1,000 times more insane than avocado Ross.
yes,
Avocado Ross is trying to get his dick wet.
Knowing what we know now, knowing that Avocado Ross is a real person who sent a DM about spanking a disobedient avocado, there's another guy named Ross who lives in New York City who saw this picture, got blind rage, sprinted into Barstool office, put a camera in Dave Portnoy's face, demanded it get taken down, threatened legal action that was him. And it turned out that it wasn't him. It was just a random person named Ross, and he freaked out.
Ross H just Instagram DM'd us. I go, hey, reaching out, trying to figure out if it is you in our Instagram post. He goes, unfortunately, it is. Haha, drunken Tinder messages are biting me in the ass.
From
He
Devlin.
stormed into the office saying he was getting catfished. Stormed in, pulled a camera, said he had lawyers involved because somebody on the other side of the country had the same name as him. This guy's brain is so fucked up and so idiotic and so like nonsensical. I don't know what to make of him. What a wild, wild turn of events. Honestly, maybe the craziest person we've ever encountered here.
We woke up this morning, Pat.
Yeah.
Did you see the disaster?
I did. I almost ate some of it.
And
It
this is
looked
why
pretty
people
good.
complain about rats. I don't get it.
There was mice having an orgy in the
People
fucking
were fucking
lo
in
mein.
people were fucking. The mice were fucking in the white rice.
They had a lot of Chinese food last night.
Doing some cleaning?
What? Yeah, we're just doing some cleaning because we got staples on the ground and we don't want anyone to kill themselves today. Although we all might.
I mean, I spoke with them on their way in. Regardless, we should have cleaned it up. The problem was we ordered when the game started and it sat out until the end of the game. It was fucking 5 hours. And
You guys
yeah,
have to clean it. When you do something, you gotta
It's-
throw it
it's
away.
just like-
There's just no excuse for it.
but you know, it's like I don't know. It sucks. Just everyone just do their part and it's easy. It's not that hard.
Also, like the fucking ordering was like we were having like 700 people. And then that they can't clean up after
It was
themselves.
really
Like, are you fucking kidding me?
I don't get the boxes that we have. Like,
I don't understand this whole fucking place, and we're having 150 people over here. It looks, its office has never looked so bad.
and $2 million events.
Forgot about the happy hour. Yeah.
What lovely planning. That's great. That's really bad.
Fucking lazy. Like fucking losers.
Let me set the scene for you that are listening on Zero Block 30. Now, The Office has a new gambling cave where on Barstool Bets, you can follow that on Twitter, on Instagram, and all over the place, where we have different fans from basically every single team that's left in the playoffs throughout the NFL season. We'll have our content folks go and watch the game live so you get those guttural reaction of what happened. Like last night, Bren and the rest of his Yankees pals saw my beloved Astros. Carlos Correa hit a home run in the bottom of the 10th inning to win the game. Now, it's worth it whenever everybody's reacting and everybody feels sad. It's not as worth it as when everybody comes in on a Monday morning and there is food left all over the place.
I wanted Hubs to shine this postseason. So I stepped back and I was like, in the division series, I let him do his own content. Dave texts me and he's like, you have to be there for all the streams. Every Yankee game, you have to be there. And I was like, great. So I go to the stream on Sunday, would rather be sitting on my couch. I wasn't. I was at the stream because Dave asked me to be there. So I'm there until 2 o'clock in the morning and I was craving a sub. So I picked up a sub on the way, ate it here at my desk, threw it away, and then I went on the couch. They ordered Chinese food and then they ordered shakes during the stream, and like there's a notorious shot where everyone gets up to go get the shakes, and then I'm sitting on the couch by myself. So then the stream ends, the Astros have a walk-off home run, and these Yankee pussy cowards couldn't get out of there fast enough. So the stream ends, they're gone. I'm just sitting there by myself doing my job. No, you left the stream area. So then I'm sitting there by myself doing my job, tweeting all these videos, multiple angles of the walk-off home run. I look up, everybody's gone. And I was like, well, Hubs is going to record his podcast, so let me rush home to write a blog because I want something on the website about the game afterwards. So I get out of there as fast as I can so that I'm also, again, doing my job. Wake up the next morning and I'm enemy number one for not being a maid and a babysitter.
Hubs' tweet was terrible. See that tweet?
Ate dinner beforehand. Only time I left the stream was to go to the bathroom. I didn't touch the food. Not to say that the mess isn't disgusting, but this is not on me.
Yeah, he was like, I didn't eat dinner. Like, it's not on me. That's not gonna go well.
Morning, Hubs.
Morning.
Why is the camera in my face?
Is that a serious question?
Obviously, I get blamed for all that.
Well, you can give your side of the story. What happened?
If I can be completely honest,
Yeah.
didn't even really realize there was food over there to begin with. I got the email this morning. I was like, what could this possibly be about? Because all I did was sit in that stream, drink my water, and watch the game and go to the bathroom. Now I understand, like, that's just, we're here, and like, obviously that's on all of us, but I didn't touch that food. I didn't even realize there was really food even over there. I ate beforehand.
Hubs, what are we doing?
What's the strategy?
What's the plan? Before you send a tweet like that, like text me and ask.
Yeah, run those things by us.
That was the first thing I literally did when I woke up, so maybe I regret it a little bit. I do, I mean, but at the end of the day, like, we're all in this together, so like, it's...
I was saying to Kevin, I was like, you might be a sneaky genius because as the leader, no one else is going to get any of Dave's attention anymore. It's all going to be you. So, might have been a nice move by you. Take the bullet.
In this case, in the military, what would Erica Nardini be?
Ooh,
battalion commander.
She's the battalion commander.
Yeah.
She's our CEO here, and she sent out an email this morning titled, "Are you too good to clean up after yourselves?" And then she wrote, "It would take you each approximately 30 seconds to put stuff in the trash." So fucking disrespectful.
Yeah, when you get on her radar, not good.
She CC'd the entire content team and then our boss Dave Portnoy, El Prez, and then she specifically called out the Yankees fans, including young Bren, who were there in attendance at the thing. And there's photos of food and just stuff everywhere.
And this is the prime military example of you don't want to be on anyone's radar that is like 3 ranks ahead of you.
So, nope.
Just at all.
Because the battalion commander is involved, maybe I would have taken care of it in-house smaller, but because the battalion commander is involved, I feel like whenever that happens, you have to make a show of it. You have to do whatever, which I think we're doing right now.
So what was the response, Bryn? Like, what was the reasoning? The game was just over and you guys were like, fuck it, let's get out of here?
When you lose a game like that, you literally don't think about anything other than the game. The food, you just forget about the food. It's been eaten hours ago, and it's just... Usually there's a cleaning crew that comes. They had the off day today, so they did not show up overnight. So there was no one to clean the food up. We should have known that there was a holiday today and taken it upon ourselves to clean the food.
Can you hear it? You know what it is? What? This Yankee season going...
I don't know what was worse, to respond like that, and then when you get doubled down, yelled at again, to be like, well, no, I was wrong on that first response. That's just somebody, like, that's like a brain that doesn't, you almost have to go double in and be like, it wasn't me. I mean, that's, but.
I wish the moment I sent it,
After Erica came over the top, you're like, that maybe wasn't smart. I mean, geez. There's multiple parts. Like, I get, as much as people think, like, they're here late. I get that part. Working, like, I get that part. There's just common decency is what it is. Like, I'm not like they're not working hard, because they are. But then there's, like, basic decency.
Sorry about that.
Come on, Marty.
What?
It's like, all these sorries, when everyone
Say
knows they have
something.
to say sorry, do not count.
All right.
This is just, I mean, I'm telling you, it's more of a punishment for me because I have to watch a baseball game. So the boys didn't clean up their mess, and so they're not allowed to watch the game, and we have been tasked with explaining to them what happens in the game.
Oh, he just hit one.
And it's going
High and far to left field. See ya. 1-0 Astros.
That sucks so bad.
I set it up for them.
Get off the stream for a second and see what happens if it's just her.
Yeah. It's gonna be way worse. You were actually helped too much, right?
Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing, guys, literally nothing just happened. Okay, strike out. There's
Somebody caught it, but it went really far.
Like, are we in commercials? Are we in commercials?
What's on the scoreboard? No, nobody scored.
Get out of it. Are there commercials?
It's a commercial.
End of the second. He hit it and he's running. Oh, he's running. It's going really far and they're running for it, but I think it went to the place it's not supposed to go. He's running really far. Yeah, no, not a home run at all.
Oh my.
It went very far. Is this a home run, maybe? No. Yes.
Hey, let's go!
Fuck Luis Severino. Oh, what a pussy.
Do we even bring him upstairs, or does he just come to the door?
Have Ethan just meet him downstairs.
No, just come with me. He'll let me know.
He's gonna walk in. I'm gonna tell him, go home. That's all I'm gonna say. Go home. He's gonna be shocked.
All right. So, looks like Dave's going home tonight. Ellie Wally pipped him. Sad.
I don't want to hear you guys shit. Let's go upstairs.
Ethan.
Nice to meet you.
How was your flight over?
It was awful. Oh, thank you. Very courteous.
We just have to wait over here for you.
For who? Who are we waiting for?
Well, you have to go home.
Like literally home?
Yes.
That's what I fucking asked you, Chuck. Where's Dave? Can I talk to someone in charge here?
He sent me down. You can call him.
I don't even.
Danielle.
Get Dan down here. Get Big Cat down here.
No. I won't be doing that.
This is fucking bullshit. This is such bullshit. Can I get some decision makers like down here? Like, where's Nardini? Where's Turner? Where's Turner?
I am the decision maker. I was told by the founder of the company, don't know if you know him, Dave Portway.
I've heard of him.
Deliver the news to you, so here we are. This is as far as you're gonna get. You're not going up.
What the fuck is so funny?
I mean, Ellie stole your moment.
Yeah, and it wasn't my fault. Fucking flight was delayed. Get Dan down here. I want to talk to a higher up.
Ethan was told he can't let overseers, and Ethan's Dave's guy.
Look at his fucking hair, though.
I mean, you're the one not allowed upstairs. It's like,
You got me there.
Yeah, I did.
I mean, it's not my fucking fault that I literally picked the one flight out of all O'Hare Airport that got delayed. Like literally out of hundreds of departures, hundreds of them, hundreds. My flight was delayed. Mine. This is Dave, White Sox Dave. A fucking. Hold on, go back here. So yeah, that's cool. Make me feel better. Yeah, it fucking sucks. It fucking sucks.
This is Brandon Walker. We've never met. How's your day going?
It's going really, really shitty, Brandon. I'm in the fucking lobby right now by the elevators. I got this little pipsqueak with weird hair, like weird hair, like trying to barricade me from going in the elevators.
Wait, so from the rumors I hear, Dave Portnoy has dispatched Ethan Camps, the new 2-month intern we've got here, to turn Dave away. That was the rumor I heard. I didn't know that was true. So you're actually in the lobby of Barstool headquarters right now.
Yes, I'm by the elevators as we speak. Yes, correct.
Are you coming up?
No, I'm not allowed to.
So how do you feel about this turn of events, Dave?
It's not fun. I mean, I hate coming to New York as it is, and now I just gotta apparently turn around and go home. I mean, this is bullshit. This is literally like it's God smiting me for some reason. I don't know what I did, but every single thing I try to do like correctly goes incorrectly. Hey, Portnoy's calling me now. Should I hang up?
Yeah, you hang up. You talk to Portnoy and then call me
All right.
back.
Hello, David.
What's on Dave?
What's up? I'm in the lobby of your office right now, and I can't get up because I'm being barricaded from getting up there.
Well, yeah, I just want you to turn around and go home.
That's.
You were late and Ellie is doing a great job, so there's no need for you. So we're just gonna book you a flight and go back to Chicago.
All right. I mean, I was the only. Just so you know, I was the only delay at O'Hare Airport today is because they had to like switch pilots or something.
But yeah, I mean, whatever the case may be.
So I mean, like that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. What else you want to talk about?
That's it. I gotta go to the upfront. So, did we book you a flight or do I have to?
No, I'm talking to Danielle about that. Daniela.
All right. Okay, perfect.
All right, sounds good.
All right.
He's the one who's like great backdoor cover on a team that wins. He doesn't know what the fuck. He's laughing like Jackie laughed.
No, because I
Jackie laughed. Shut up! Just shut up!
Oh. Can I just explain myself before you?
No. I'm gonna tell you right now. All right, then, out. You're out. See ya. You're out. You're not coming back. Or get out. Leave until you give me the name. You're out.
Jeff Lowe, Kareem, and Jack Mack had
Who's
the guy.
Kareem? What's he doing? Who are you texting?
The group chat.
Are you in their group chat right now?
No.
I want to see your phone.
Are you an insane
Let me see your phone.
What are you doing?
All right, let me see your text.
Who just bends down and starts texting right now? Because I'm getting yelled at from everybody right now. You suck.
Dude, why'd you crack? It literally says that.
Who said that?
Kareem. Hey, Kareem, you're fucking dead. You are fucking dead. There's just saw somebody out there. He's a scumbag. He knows it. It's like he didn't have anything to say. Like, you're a scumbag. He is. Honestly, last time there was stuff intentionally kept from me and Dan, like 3 people got fired. Literally. That's like a legitimate, last time intentionally information was kept from Dan and I, people got fired. That's a fact. A Twitter account's on a tip. That's just straightforward. This guy's giving pics. It's not like you're saying. It's not what Jack Mack, this fucking idiot over here, was trying to say. Like, well, I gave an Akron pic. It's nothing like that.
If you...
It's like, hey, this guy's hot. I can go look at it myself.
Dave, if I personally, this is my opinion anyway, I can't speak for anybody. If I show you this guy's Twitter account, which I would never do because I'm fearful of giving you anything unless I have it myself rigged, that it would win.
Yeah, but I know that. That's why it's crazy.
But if you take his next pick and it blows up, then it comes down.
No, it doesn't. Not with a Twitter account.
That's
It's
what
a
I
Twitter
think.
account.
That's what I think in my mind.
That's just the cop out. That's gonna be the team line that these people have. It's like, well, we don't want a public Twitter account. It's not like this is fucking. We looked at it, be like, all right, here's the record. There's a million of those. But you guys are intentionally like, do not tell them.
No, not tell you and Big Cat.
What? Were you in cahoots with this Kareem guy? Do you know who he is? How do you know who Kareem is?
He first started following him. He helps out with game time stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. So Kareem's. I have text messages being like, you squealed.
I can't speak for Kareem.
Well, you're in cahoots with Kareem, the company you keep.
I can't speak for him.
Yeah, that's what everyone. No one can speak for each other, but the same group here is basically like, oh, we didn't know, but we just somehow didn't tell anybody. And fake meetings and this and that. And by the way, I don't care about the guy. I care about, like, it was intentionally like, let's not tell him. And that's Jack Mack being like, let's not post that video because it'll draw attention to it. And then this guy is sitting here saying it's a secret and he's pointing you out. And then you're like, well, I don't know. He knows. It's like everyone's. It's literally. It's like it's deja vu of a very fruity bubbly drink. That's what it's all. Okay. No one knows anything, but everybody knows everything. Everyone's pointing the finger. Who knows what? It's a whole new operation with people I never heard of on different floors in fucking shadow bands and this and that. Here's what we know. There's a guy who was red hot for a month and a half, intentionally kept from me and Dan. That's just a fact. Somebody's gonna have to point this fucking scumbag out to me. Who are you?
I'm Kareem.
Why are you hiding pics from me and Dan?
I was not hiding.
Then why squeal and crack? I saw the text message and Jack Mack pointed to you.
Right. I'll explain the text message right now. So I texted Jack. I was off the grid all night. Like I checked my phone at 11 o'clock and I'm getting a bunch of texts from people saying, what's going on? Like why? Like is something, like are you hiding something? And I was like, I'm not hiding anything. And I texted Jack because I was told that Jack was on stream and he said that he had a guy in his pick hit.
We're gonna wait. We're gonna wait for Jack. Because I'm sick of it. He said, she said with you fucking people.
My opinion. I've hated Kareem since I started here. The second I laid eyes on Kareem, I knew he was up to no good. I don't like him. He's a wormy little fuck. I hate that Jack McCarthy got caught up in this because he's a good guy. He's very good. So I had gone home last night. I was in the bed, but I followed it all from my bed. I don't know what to think, Tom. All I know is I go on screen every day and give out shitty picks because I'm a shitty gambler, and could these guys have helped me? I don't know. I don't know.
We knew of an account. We talked about it pretty openly. The two secret meetings that we have were us talking outside the Twitch room, like me, Kareem, I think like Blaze was there. Mush and Big Ev see us. I go step to my office, close the door, only because I think they knew of the guy already, and we didn't say anything about intentionally keeping things away from anybody. We just talked like, hey, Kareem, how'd you find out this guy? Okay, cool. Let's just notify each other in a group text or whatever when he picks, because, you know, sometimes we miss. And open the door, Mush and Big Ev are there. It's like, what was that about? I was like, oh, don't worry about it. And they're like, oh, what was that about? Your guy who stinks, like +5 or 0.5 positive, or +0.5 first quarter against the Browns. He stinks. It's like, no, step into my office again, close the door. We talk about marbles, about something that we're doing even more to make him feel part of the crew. Plus, Chuck had the freaking camera there, so I'm like building it up for the camera, making it look like really secret, really suspicious. And that was it. And that was a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago. Numerous people here followed the guy before yesterday. Like, public account, Brandon Walker followed him. I know I talked about with him with Blackjack. Nobody like considered him a real big sharp, except for like me and Jeff, who like went analytical on him. Like,
I'm not as mad as I was last night. I just think that some of these kids are just shady as fuck. So I'm never gonna bet this guy too. He's gonna start losing left and right. So I guess we'll see how everything else plays out.
Both Jack Macks aren't here.
They're trying to wake you out.
I like went and started getting in that Kareem kid's face, but well, they're just gonna do the sisters here just point the fingers at each other. They're just it's everybody else's fault, nobody's fault. The secret society which existed was created by nobody. So I need them all together so they can point at each other.
I mean, I finished the blog here at 4:30 in the morning. Well, I mean, I didn't even really know I was implicated so heavily within the whole guy fiasco. Like, I didn't realize it. So I thought because I finished a blog at 4:30 in the morning here, you can check the timestamps that, you know, I could sleep in for an extra 45 minutes, which was a bad decision.
So I understand, like, being like, I don't want to give you a certain pick, but it feels like there were meetings to keep everyone out of the loop about a guy who was
there was
red hot.
absolutely no meetings.
Well,
the only
squealed and
the only
squealed.
quote-unquote
Squealed.
meetings that happened was everything that was seen on Stool scenes and people's Stool Twitter. The two things that
But
happened.
then why
was
wouldn't he's the one, it like, Dan's like, what guy? He's like, oh, I can't tell you. It's a secret.
I was scared on the lights.
I was scared of what?
guy. Because you guys, exactly what happened. If I would have came into your office and said, we have a guy. and it was
No,
the
but
day of the
he
Browns
just
game,
asked. He specifically asked you on the stream. He's like, you're like, guy. He's like, what guy? And you're like,
because
oh, I
anyone
can't
just,
tell.
like, hand it out.
We agree that the fact that he's public is not a big deal. Like, it's
I
not a
don't
big
care
deal.
about
It's
the
the
pick.
fact that it's like, it feels like there was an entire group of, yo, we gotta
slip,
keep this
crack,
fucking
squeal,
quiet.
underground,
we
cold
gotta make sure
words.
no one knows about this guy. He even said we don't want to blow it up and ruin it. Like, what?
You're saying you don't want it to blow up and like ruin it.
Yeah, you don't want to ruin your good time.
Well, I mean, first of all, I would never in a million years walk into your office and be like, hey, Dave, I have a guy on Twitter that's
But that
giving me
didn't
great
happen.
picks."
It came up. Dan asked you who it was, and you
Well,
were
no, I
like, I
panicked
can't
right
tell
away.
you. I'm
I
not going to
fucked
tell
up
you.
completely.
And then not only do you say you can't tell you, when push came to shove, you said these three said not to tell
Because
you.
you threatened to fire me if I didn't say who was in the ring with.
But
I'm
I'm
not
like,
saying this is like a secret.
Well, you
cover-up.
did. You kept saying that word.
There was a meeting that I.
What
was
meeting? You weren't even a part of it.
Actually,
I
you just
wasn't,
said you
but
might
I
be the
got-
dumbest person. That's the only thing we found out. I don't understand anything you say.
That-
How long have
that-
you been following it, Kareem?
Probably like a month and a half.
Yeah,
but
Kareem, you're a scumbag.
I would have
I
never
mean, you
thought-
are. Yeah, we got the text. You do shadowy shit. You got 60,000 followers. No one knows why. You're ripping off memes, and you're a shady bastard.
But how?
And
Why
now
would
I'm
I?
gonna keep my eye on you.
More so-
I am going to keep my eye on you.
And you sit
I
next
may-
to Tyler O'Day.
He asked him a question. He said no, and
I
then you have
mean,
some
it's
weird
fucked
attitude.
up.
The way you talk to people, it's
You're
like
crazy.
I want to
Crazy
take your head,
You're
I want to put it on
crazy.
a spike and put it in the front fucking hallway. Honestly, that's what I want to do. Walk in and just have your like tongue out. You're so stupid. Can't even look at him. I don't know what to do. We need to apply for international status too, so we can be like a ship where we can just do whatever we want. This company, you step in this thing and you anything goes.
Start finding a winner too.
It's basically what I've been saying from the beginning. I think it turned a molehill into a mountain.
Jack McCarthy made it seem like it was this big secret gambling conspiracy that we all came together. I mean, the guy's picture is of Babe Ruth. This could be like a 16-year-old in a basement.
That guy tried to keep things from us, and his face is so frustrating.
It's such a weird crew. There's nothing that connects them, so I don't know what to do. I don't know.
Welcome to the Barstool College Football Show presented by Phillips Norelco. We are live from Barstool HQ. It's week 10. Brandon, we're just gonna have to start right off the top. You look beautiful in your yellow leader suit. Everyone's making fun of you. I think you look beautiful. Yes, Dave?
Not too many people have made fun of me, a little bit, but I live up to my bets.
Well, here's the thing. We're making fun of you by the fact that you look totally normal in it.
I actually would like to bring something to the table's attention, which
Okay.
I feel needs major attention. and that is I am proposing Brandon Walker's punishment be extended a week.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because I walked out of Advisors today, around the corner, and he was in street clothes, sitting there, did not have the outfit on.
He's been putting it on for like 3 hours a day.
That should be coming home with you. You should be wearing it to work.
I can't wear that on the train. I don't have pockets.
You have a backpack.
Yeah, you got a backpack.
Oh, man. I feel like that should be an extra week.
No. I'll be changed in 5 minutes.
I mean, what's the point of making a bet if you're just not going to wear it?
I'm going to wear it.
It's unbelievable.
Wearing a costume's not that big of a deal.
It's like I can wear it on the train. That's the whole point.
Carry on. I'm not gonna go in there with you.
You're all dicks.
You're the one who didn't do it.
No.
As soon as you're out of there. Oh, there you go, Brandon.
There it is.
Nice, Brandon. You look good. You look hot.
I don't like seeing people who welch on their bets, and that's what you are.
This is not. I'm not welching on my
You-
bet.
big
I
deal.
wore it all day
You
yesterday.
threw that on to come on the show. Big deal.
I threw
walked
it
by
on
you
hours ago.
I walked by you. When did you throw it on? Why'd you throw it on when you did?
You told me, hey, you should be wearing it. So I was
Yeah, exactly.
I was going to put it on the whole
You were
way.
sitting,
It was sitting
minding,
right beside me, Dave.
You were sitting doing your
I had
minding your
just
business,
gotten here.
wearing civilian clothes.
Let's just all shit on Brandon Walker. This is my favorite segment of the whole fucking show.
Not
College football show just getting ready to get started. I got the greatest trivia question ever today. Narocco one play trivia. It's going to stump everybody. You can win some prizes. Now I'm going to look like I'm shaving because it's going to be silly.
We got the vote council.
Well, that was the worst fake
What?
shit of all time. You don't say it. You just do it.
I just need to add a couple games to you. Yeah.
Damn it, Brandon.
We'll do it again. Fuck.
But I guess the sheets see which ones are on here already. West Virginia, Baylor, Georgia, Florida, SMU. Okay, so
No, I'm fine. I'm not sad. I'll do it somewhere else.
Michigan, Maryland.
Sure, bitch, Brandon. I mean, that take sucked. I'm not going to use that. I'm going to use somebody else that fucking waste my time.
Frankie went as far in foreplay as to like he gave like a goodbye, like I love you all to his family on foreplay.
Yeah.
That he like.
Do you guys hear this?
Yeah, what is that?
I said the essence was.
So I messed it up. So I
made a stupid joke. So how do I never can do that again? I don't.
Because
I didn't have time to.
Because you
I gotta go do
you
something
had
else.
time. You
No,
had
I
time.
didn't. They literally started filming.
30-second take.
20 seconds after you fucked it up. I had 15 seconds to film it. You fucked up that 15.
I messed
so
up.
In my head, it's, am I going to
So I messed up one take. I can't have a second take?
An argument like this, or am I just going to say, move on?
It's a bullshit thing
I
to
will
do.
have-
You
No,
shouldn't
it
have done it.
wasn't.
Yes, it was.
I'm going to have Big Cat do it because he'll do it.
Because you're scared somebody's going to yell at you. That's what it was. You were scared somebody's going to yell at you.
I knew that you weren't going to do it again in the second take, and my better bet was to simply have someone else do it.
I do
So
nine.
I said, I'll
I do
get
like
someone
9
else to
shows
do
here.
it.
You do like 9
You
shows
shouldn't
here.
take it so personally and just move on. You were saying like
You
okay,
took it
because
personally. You got that sour ass look on your face.
I walked off the set because they were about to film, and I said I'll get someone else, and then you walked out and
We
you
had
called me
the
a
time.
bitch. So
I
fuck
did.
you.
I did. No, fuck you.
Fuck you, Brandon Walker.
Fuck us all.
Fucking moron from Mississippi.
Hey, fuck you.
Fuck you too, Brandon.
You can't call me a moron from Mississippi.
Why?
We're having a disagreement, okay? We're having a disagreement. We're having an argument. That shit was
So you
uncalled
can
for.
call me a bitch, but I can't call you a moron.
This
That's
was
the
in the
level.
heat of the...
Oh.
You walk off, you're just walking off. Oh, you're a moron from Mississippi. You thought you were going to
You're
get away
a
from
moron
it.
from Mississippi.
Oh, fuck you.
Well, fuck you too. Oh, my God.
What?
Brandon Walker, I can't believe you did this. I will never use you for a take again.
That's great.
Yeah, never. Where's HR?
HR?
Somebody get HR. Brandon Walker pushed me.
Really?
Can you fucking believe it?
I don't know. Is that real or is that fake?
I don't know what's going on.
Wait, that was real?
That was real.
That was real, yeah. That was real.
Oh yeah. He was that offended that he fucked up the take. I didn't have time because you guys were about to film. So it's either like, all right, maybe he does the take again and fucks it up, and I have Dave and you turn around and be like, we're trying to do this, we're doing a million things today. So I said, okay, I will get someone else to do the take. I walk off the set so you guys can film. He's like, well, you don't have to be all pissy about it. I'm like, I'm not. I will get someone else. It's very simple. Then he walks out calling me a bitch and saying, I could have done it, blah, 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 all this shit again. It's like, dude, I don't have time for that. He's like taking it personally offensive.
He pushed
like,
you?
Oh yeah.
No, yeah, he did.
Then I called him.
I thought it was all good, and then he just pushed him, and I was like, whoa.
Oh,
Now
yeah.
it's like
He
really
came out
real.
to puff his chest
I knew.
against me.
Well, no, Marty.
I have to go walk the line with him?
Yeah. Yeah.
Scary.
What just happened?
Not great. It's been a terrible camera.
I thought they were gonna see me filming.
Don't do what? Attack you?
It was looking pretty hostile.
You're like a hidden camera guy.
That was the worst. I pushed him.
Yeah.
Well, like, why you got? Like, what was it over?
It's just over a
It
take.
was over a take. He didn't do it right the first time.
I felt
wanted
disrespected,
him-
and I came in
I
here.
said I will get someone else to do it because you guys were about to film your thing. I walked off set. He thought I was pissy, and I was just like, no, I will just get someone else. He walked out, called me a bitch. Came back up to me when I got out there and was like, hey, that was bullshit, you did that. Why didn't you do it? I was like, I don't have time. I mean, it's nothing personal.
No,
Like,
you say you don't have time for me. Tell me
I don't
more.
have time for you
It's
because
okay.
I don't know if you're going to do it right or not.
I do it right every day.
All right.
Okay, but I knew I could just get Big Cat to do it. It was not a big deal to me. But then he came up and puffed his chest against me, called me a bitch. So I said he's a moron from Mississippi. And that's that. Like,
First, you can't be screaming in the middle of the hallway. Either. Like, I thought you guys were joking, but even I was gonna be like, what are you yelling fuck in the middle of the fucking hallway?
yeah, I meant nothing personally by you not doing a take again. It was simply timing. Like,
I felt
maybe that got, well,
Okay, well,
I'm sorry.
like,
This is something I do every day and I have
You're
to
a
go
fucking
do.
grown man. You don't have to start screaming in the middle of the
Well,
fucking
no, the
hallway.
screaming was 5 minutes after that. We worked
Well,
our way
whatever.
up. Okay, I got you.
Sorry.
All right, hey, can we be done with it?
Yeah. I'll use it for taking it, Brad. I'm sorry if you took it that way.
Like,
Yeah, we can do it after you tape it.
Are we doing walk live? Yeah, let's go.
That's okay. Yeah, let's do it.
We got a show to do, boys.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, Brandon. How you doing?
I've been better.
Yeah. Little stress.
I need 5 minutes.
Okay. Take as much time as you want.
All right.
Should I say anything? Does it feel as ridiculous as it looks to push another man while you're wearing a milkman costume?
I wish I was wearing something.
That's the best part of this whole thing. Is that you're dressed up.
I wish I were wearing something different.
Oh, man.
who says that doesn't happen again?
What's not going to happen again?
Okay. Well, I mean, you'd think it wouldn't happen once. Like, I'm surprised we have to have this conversation once.
It happened. I apologized to Devlin, and now I'm apologizing to you and Barstool. I'm sorry. He wanted me to do it, a 15-second thing, and I did it.
What I told him to do was, like, we're going to make it seem silly, like you're shaving yourself, but you're not. And in the slide, he was like, and now I'm doing something silly.
College football show, just getting ready to get started. I got the greatest trivia question ever today, Norelco One Blade Trivia. It's going to stump everybody. You can win some prizes. Now I'm going to look like I'm shaving because it's going to be silly.
So he basically just didn't get what I was saying. So in my mind, am I going to try to explain this again? Am I going to hope that he gets it the second time?
He said, that's a bad take. And I said, well, let me do it again. He said, no, we don't have time. And I said, we got 15 seconds. And, I said, it's bullshit. Just let me do it again. He said, no, your take was bullshit. And I just thought he was disrespecting me there.
When he walked out, he called me a bitch. He was like, why wouldn't you let me do it again? I was just like, dude, I'm just getting someone else. There's nothing personal to it.
I leave the room. I thought it was a bitch thing to do. I said that. That's what set him over the moon, fairly. We came back out in the hall and walked all the way down the hall, and that's when the moron from Mississippi stuff came up.
I shouldn't have called him a moron from Mississippi.
But you said that in anger.
I said that in anger because that is after he got right here and he went face to face with me and then was like, don't you puff your chest out at me, when that's like what he did to me. So
Right.
it started that's where it became like a weird, like, all right, you're calling me a bitch, you're demeaning what my role is and how I'm doing my job. I also don't have time to explain shit to him. I have a billion other things to do as well, not only just swipe ups, but
that's the part that
I'm just saying I didn't have
even
time
as
to
you say it is inherently very disrespectful. So that's the part where I can see where he got mad. We're like, I don't have time to explain.
But
things
for him,
to you,
it wasn't
Walker.
that.
It's like 15 or 30 seconds. So you actually do have time. If I'm gonna assign blame or blame pie on this confrontation happening, I'm gonna put it 70-30, 75-25 on Devlin. Maybe not intentionally, but I think he felt legitimately disrespected. If I'm gonna put why we're having this discussion and the true issue at hand, it's 100% on Brandon Walker. The only thing that we're sitting down is you can't when you're literally mad at each other in a fight with two people who openly don't really know each other that great, and you shove somebody like that, 100% Brandon Walker. Cannot happen. If it happens again, I'll get rid of you. So this is your one time. So whatever short-circuited in your brain, you better not let that happen again.
No, I understand. And that was 100% on me. I'm the one that escalated it to that point. So everything you said was right.
That's one of the most famous lines. How do you not put that clip in there?
No. Okay. You've never seen it. Never seen Godfathers.
How did you not put that in?
No, stop.
I'm gonna break his back and make him okay at his job. I am gonna be in his fucking asshole. But why aren't you retweeting every clip that you sent out from my thing like I told you to?
My name is Dylan McCann. I've been here since August. I came in the Frankie auditions, and I've been doing social media, video editing for the Pick'em podcast, advisors, bets overall, a lot of the gambling content.
Everything you put out, stop using selective. I've said the opposite to you 100 times in a row. If you put out a clip from the Barstool Pick'em pod, retweet it from my thing.
Dave's been putting me through the ringer a little bit. I'm doing social for the Pick'em pod, so a lot of Unreal content. Just got to get it out, get it to all the right platforms, and he's got a couple pieces of advice for me to do it better, which sell me pretty forcefully. So just gotta do what I can do, get better, keep the content going, and hopefully don't piss him off so much.
And how many more do you plan on putting out today? No, more. How many that's not enough. Tomorrow, the games are tomorrow. Game stuff can be tomorrow. There should be more clips, more than 2 or 3. Once the games are over tomorrow, it's fucking done. I'm sick of telling you more. I've told you 100 fucking times, do more rather than less.
So, you never like getting him angry, hearing him yell at you over the phone. But, just comes with the territory.
I want anything that's good out also.
Oh man, it's hard to laugh because I know I've been on the other end of that so many times. But fuck, man, it's funny when you have when you're just not getting bullets.
Holy shit.
He said under his breath he goes, "I'm not gonna be that mad right now." And then Dylan must have said something that fucking triggered him. He goes, "No more."
Yeah, and I've told you 100 times not to be. That's when I went on my more rant. I'm like,
how many did he say when you said more?
3 tweets.
I've had a couple days of being pretty much in his crossfires, but the phone, it's pretty shitty to get that, to see that that he wants my number in the first place, and then to get a call from him a second later, you know you're not in a good place. But you know, just gonna take what he wants me to do and make sure that I'm not gonna let it happen again.
I don't know if I can yell at him again. I don't know if I have it in me. So you're Barstool Sports Advisors as well, right? That's your plan to wait till 5:30? Oh my God, you didn't just say that. It's been posted by other accounts through the day. Who cares? When it's done, get it up. Get it up. Get it up. Like, I've just got off the phone with you that I don't want to go to the account to check on your fucking mess and not see it. Then put it up before I can get to it. Put it up before I can fucking get to it. Put it up before I can, like, I want it there before I check. What else do you have on Barstool Sports Advisors today? What else? What else do you have on there today? What else? What's been posted on Barstool Sports Advisors today? What? What? Put it up when you get it! This kid. It's the same. No, I'm doing a double call. What is going on in your fucking brain? What is going on that makes this happen every time? Just when you get it, stop thinking and post it, you fucking brain dead moron. I just screamed at you when I go check an account. I want to see stuff. It's had nothing all day. You've been sitting there with this all fucking day. Put it up so people can see it. Retweet it. Sooner the better. Come on. I say the same fucking thing to you, Dylan, 100 times a day. And you say okay, and you sit there. Dude, if you're sitting there and hold it, post it. What do I have to do to get you to do that? I've said it to you 1,000 fucking times. Ugh. This kid is gonna kill me.
He's gonna kill you. You're gonna have a heart attack.
My nose is running. I've had that conversation with him 1,000 times.
I've heard it.
I'm gonna get fucking arrested by like PETA for animal abuse. I don't know what this kid's the dumbest person I've ever encountered. He is literally gonna be the death of me. Dylan fucking sad eyes.
I've been dealing with Dave's anger for a couple days now, so I'm a little used to it, but I want it to be over as soon as possible, that's for sure. So yeah, I'm just gonna work as hard as I can the next couple of days so that we have a great weekend for the podcast, going into next week with more listeners, more people that are fully aware of everything that's going on with Rico and the Wolfpack. So it's a pretty major podcast that he puts a lot of time into. So I got to make sure that he's seeing that on his end, that it's exactly how he wants it to be.
He's killing me. The last week he's killed me. He's taken more out of me. I haven't yelled at anybody like him. It started pleasant enough. It's calm conversations, and I'll yell at him like this. Frank, you've heard it. And then nothing changes.
It's crazy.
I got it. Okay, didn't know you wanted things up fast. I'm gonna be very calm on this one, but the biggest thing with that 5:30, which I screamed at you before, is if you're sitting there, and I don't know how your brain works, it's like, I'm gonna wait 3 hours, but I know I keep getting screamed at. At the very least, I would reach out, be like, hey Dave, should I wait till 5:30 or post now? And if you have a question, ask me. That's a ridiculous answer that I'm gonna be frustrated you have to ask. You haven't asked once. You've asked me 0 posting questions. You just don't do it. So just ask. All right. All right. We ready?
You got through to him?
No. Definitely not. I mean, he's impossible to get through.
So last night, allegedly, a provocative tape dropped of our boss, David Portnoy. He more or less confirmed it this morning before radio. And I went into the cousins with cousin Mike, his father, assuming that he probably thought, or assuming they probably knew what was going on. He had no idea. Dave didn't tell him. He didn't check Twitter. He had no idea. So to go through an hour of radio without breaking the news to him that your son had a sex tape leak is probably the most mentally exhausting thing I've ever done in my life.
Topics for today's show. Let's lead it off with, damn, people really hate that Peloton ad. Do you agree, Cousin Mike?
Which ad?
The Peloton ad.
When I first saw that, how it's a business, it never even occurred to me that it would blow up the way it did. And when I looked at this ad, and I actually had seen it, and I never imagined that it would become this negative thing.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things that you just can't imagine that would just blow up in front of you, right in front of your face, that just you never saw in a million years. And sometimes you know it's coming, sometimes you just don't, and, you know?
Lamar really gave it to him.
Really gave it to him. Really pounded it hard. 5 touchdowns.
You know, I think it was kind of, and probably they can't do. I know they flex some of these games, and
Lamar Jackson's flexible, that's for sure. We all know that. Oh, he could have pushed them down a little more, like their heads down, and just kept running. But
what are you talking about? You know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about. We're talking about the Jets and Ravens.
Yeah, no, I'm saying, why was this game on national television, even though it was a Thursday night?
It was just a very popular game.
Yeah. And sometimes, you know, things just pop up on TV that you just have to see and address. And you just have to watch.
I don't even know what you mean by that.
Question for Cousin Mike. So my son just turned 18, and instead of going to school, he wants to work a jackhammer for work professionally. If your son did that, would that be something you would want him to do, or just, you know, your opinion on that?
I'll tell you something. One of the big problems in this country is a lack of people that want to be professional jackhammer operators. That is a big problem in this country. Everybody wants to go. Who's laughing there?
Hey, Cousin Mike. So I don't have any contract questions, but I went down a rabbit hole last night. I was watching some old baseball videos, and I came across Jeff Bagwell. He got really, really low and bent his knees, and it's just an unorthodox batting stance. So I was just wondering, with growing up, like, what was your son's batting stance like? If it was weird or not. So I'll hang up and listen.
What a question. That was a good question. It's funny how all these callers think I'm so stupid that I don't even pick up on these little innuendos.
Like right now, it's at the perfect level where it's like you have to be online to know what's going on. As soon as the Washington Post is like, "Hey," I don't know, dude. You can't post that.
Can't it kind of not?
And it's
cannot
not on
post
it's
that.
not on Twitter either.
You can't post it.
Like TMZ can't post that video.
Right? They can't. They can say that it exists, but they can't.
So how did Kim K's different video broke up?
Different time. It was a decade ago.
Well,
what, 20 years ago?
Yeah.
15 years ago, totally different time.
Like, didn't all this like end with
And
Crawford?
I actually don't think, like, remember the Pam Anderson, like Tommy Jones?
I mean, that was 30 years.
Right. Like, that never went, like, mainstream news. It was just everyone knew about it.
How do people even watch that sex tape?
I got so many computer viruses back in the day watching that thing.
I thought that he was a little bit selfish, right? Like, I think at one point she looked back maybe to say, hey, can I get some water? And you know what I mean? I try to know that it's a two-person type thing. I thought he was a little bit selfish. So I'll take off a couple points from that, and I'll give him 7.4.
I'm not seeing it.
That's a lie.
Prove it.
He's definitely throwing. He's a top. Good for him. It's a good look. I don't know. What are we calling this? Is there a name for this yet? Fuckgate.
Bagwell.
Is that really it?
Bagwell.
Calling him Bagwell.
I
think it's. I look at it as a glass half full. Like, when has this ever been bad for like anyone? Kim Kardashian, Paris Hilton, like it's always worked out well. Dave Portnoy. So I look at it that way. I think there's some slander going on in the sense that like people think I taped the thing.
People are saying that?
There's some people on the internet, Kevin Clancy, saying that I taped that. That I would do a lot better than that if I was tasked with that type of a job.
Your face is gonna be blurred for this, and your voice changed.
Okay. Sure.
It is.
I mean, it's a 10. Depends really like on how you're looking at it. But if you're looking at it from the individual, what you would expect to what was shown on tape, I think he exceeded all expectations. I didn't believe the video was him for a second because of how athletic it was. I was like, oh, that's not Dave. Like, hilarious that it looks like him, but there's no way, like, he's got that type of, like, lower body and core control. He just transitions smoothly. He must have stretched. I'd never seen knees. My knees have no ACL. I have no ACL. It just, I don't know how he did that move. So I'd say at least 2 points on the scale. I would put it out already. Looked fun. 8.7. Maybe 9.1. They might get it to the 9s. It was a fantastic performance. Imagine being you're on the bottom, and you're just like this. You don't want that. Have I ever done the flying V? No, I've never done the flying V. I'm always on my knees. I don't know. You bet your ass I'm gonna try it next time. I think that's just like his go-to move. I got the jackhammer left curveball. He's got the flying V.
So 9-1.
Yeah, I think it will go 9-1.
Honestly, I think this was an entire setup by Dave. I think that it's too perfect for him. It makes him look decent. The girl seems to be enjoying herself. She's attractive. It's a clean house. You can't like nitpick in the background and be like, "Yo, Dave, why don't you pick up your socks off the ground?" or something like that. You know how people like zoom in on the background of everything?
Mm-hmm.
It's all set up a little bit too perfectly for Dave. So I'm very woke that Dave released this to drum up publicity, take away from an Adam Sandler and Kevin Garnett interview.
You get the plot, you get what's happening, you get the whole story with no dialogue, no sound. That's impressive filming.
There's like the arc,
Bottom
literally
line.
up and down, and then like you kind of get pushed back down as the movie progresses.
People are
And then
saying he sparked a new silent movie trend.
Yep.
Too. Silent movies might be back now.
Charlie Chaplin, eat your heart out.
My favorite part through the whole video is when he shoved her head down in the pillow, whatever that was, comforter or whatever. He like shoved the head down like daddy's taking charge. I respect that. El Presidente.
It is 7.1. Regretfully, I give it a 7.1. I'd love to give it a 1. But it showed dexterity, it showed athleticism that I didn't know that he had. I actually think that was planned. I think that Dave leaked it on purpose, publicity stuff, because there's no chance that he's fucking like that on an everyday basis. Who stands up on their bed? It's not a height thing, trust me. I've never stood up on it. I'm 5, I'm 10 and a half, and I've never stood up on my bed during sex. You have to kind of grade according to your expectations. And with him, I expected it to be way worse. He had good pad level throughout the clip in question. Watched the all 22, and his squat form was a little bit off. He doesn't have a whole lot of upper body mass. You can tell like his shoulders weren't in the correct position. But overall, I thought that the flexibilities would impress me. Yeah, I mean, I've watched it like 100 times, but yeah, you look at it like, oh, all right, good for him. That's good fuck. Dave, our fearless leader, he always says you never give out a perfect score because you want to strive for perfection. You know what, boss? I'm gonna break that rule today, and I'm gonna give you a solid 10.0. Just an absolutely flawless sex tape. A good amount of time. You don't want to be looking at a 10, 15 minute sex tape. 8 seconds is fine. I mean, for Dave, just absolutely impeccable form. I think you're going to see a lot of people across America, a lot of Go people out there incorporate that stance and that move into their bedroom. And it's just another example of Dave being a fearless leader and an innovator. Just an incredible human being. You strive for perfection, you achieve perfection.
So would you say it's the best video you've ever seen?
I'd say it's the best 8-second sex tape I've ever seen. I give it a solid 8.4. The difficulty, the power, the precision, the performance. Those are the P's that you need. Having to go up feet on your own bed in order to be high enough to fuck a girl from behind, you have to lose some points there. But it's a solid performance in the 8s. But the only thing keeping them out of the 9s is that you're standing on top of your own bed. You look a little ridiculous.
All I'm saying is I got bad groins, and anytime you even attempt that, it's like, that's 30 seconds max, 20, that's a tough, how do you do that move? Bro, and you're moving, like that's a lot of, right here, you're putting a lot of stress on this region. There's not a lot of longevity in that move. There's just no way.
Well, I just saw the screenshot of it, and then I said, that's something I don't want to see. Like, I get it, like, people suck, but I don't want to see it.
If you thought Dave Portnoy was an egotistical narcissist before this, watch out.
Imagine if it was gross Dave.
I actually thought of that and puked a little bit in my mouth. I texted Kevin.
Actually, that's a great question though. What's worse, hot Dave or gross Dave?
Yeah.
Fucking.
Yeah.
I heard that he was just fucking going to town. Which, as long as it's two consenting adults, like, that's beautiful. Lovemaking. No, I'm just kidding. I totally watched it. It was awesome. Like, good for him, you know, just get deep in there. I gotta say, though, I want the director's cut. Like, is there another angle? How big is that bed? But whatever, I've been cream pied, and that video leaked as well. A little different, some would say. You know how it feels. I know how she feels, I guess. A lot of people think Gaz was in there filming, which wouldn't shock me, but I think that, like, they, like, you know, like, it was pretty professional setup. That takes a lot of effort. I give it a 0 on the filming. If I was doing it, I mean, everyone knows you gotta get a cock shot in there. I would have definitely given the people a cock shot. I mean, in any good video, you gotta get in there. So, no, I think the guy, or whoever filmed it, fucked up bad. Now, this isn't going to single out me in any way, shape, or form. No, it's never said that. Yeah. You go in assuming that it's one pump, everybody knows the rules, but that's not exactly how it goes in real life. Rules are meant to be broken. And the Jeff Bagwell power stance really shot it over the top. Very compact, very fluid. Looked like a good stroke overall, and good times had by all. Last thoughts, I thought he was fucking awesome. I gave him an 11. I thought he was great. Yeah, I thought he was fantastic. Job well done.
If you were hypothetically involved with a hockey podcast with a guy that soaks his horn a lot, what do you think he would think of it?
I think he would say A+. I think that move could be called the Dave Portnoy. Like, you're crushing your chicken, you hit that move, it's like, that's the Portnoy. You just Portnoyed it.
Someone texted me and said, is this gonna be on a t-shirt like the stance? We're talking merch, dude. I'm talking merch only. I'm a capitalist here to just make a little money. We're trying to make some coin. It's the holiday season. We gotta buy presents. You know what it is. I'm gonna go talk to the merch people right now. And I'm 0% kidding. Hey, you think we can make a shirt with the silhouette like Jumpman thing, only like...
Oh, wait, what day is it?
People would buy that. You think?
I need to put that together. Sure.
You think crazy Barstool fans would definitely buy the shit out of that?
Do you want me
Yeah,
to
like
try
20
to not
people.
too broke?
No, I don't. I think it would be more than that.
Yeah.
Today? So far, the response has not been. I mean, I see the vision. Maybe it's just one of those things. It's like Apple or something, where like at first someone didn't really see the vision, but then it becomes like $1 billion company. Yo. Quick question for the merch team. I don't know what you guys have seen this morning.
Oh, we've seen it all. We've seen it all.
I'm thinking Jumpman logo, like silhouette, but it's just a wide stance. Could be anyone, not inappropriate.
Okay. Could be anyone in the world.
I think today I'm seeing what's viral in the streets right now, and I love t-shirt money.
Listen, we'll box
An
it
idea.
up for you.
Subtle, if you don't know what it is, it looks like a Jumpman logo. But if you know what it is, you're like, that's extremely funny. What do you think, Young King?
I think that would be great.
Maybe arms down, kind of, I don't know, that part's maybe a little more.
No, I think it's when he stuffs her head down, that should be.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about.
What the hell are you doing?
I don't even know what you're I'm just thinking of different Jordan logos.
Yeah.
Alternate. I don't know what you're talking about. But do you think the arms in it or no?
I think
Or just
that's
the
a pretty
stance?
iconic pose.
It's
I
an
think,
iconic
I
pose.
think he should get his own silhouette. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know who I talked to. I just wanted to throw that out there.
I really appreciate your creative minds.
Do you think that would be something we could sell actually?
Yeah. Probably. We'll get it mocked up for you. How about that?
Just a t-shirt maybe, nothing too crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it's
And then
that.
I was also thinking like bobbleheads or something kind of.
Maybe a towel?
A towel?
Come towel. Well,
Yes.
I'm not gonna blatantly say it.
Towel?
Yeah, towel. Did you make one already?
All I'm saying is, I know we always need to be coming up with ideas. Let's make some money. I feel like this could expand. It's like the new Jumpman.
They just sent me this.
I think that went pretty well. I tell you, working at Barstool is you never know what you're gonna expect. And today we woke up and our boss is laying pipe on video, and that. Who knows what you're gonna tomorrow? Who knows what may happen?
Yeah, to be honest, I've never tried the Jeff Bagwell, but I feel like we could probably bring that back into 2020. I'm gonna have to try it like that if I'm gonna pull out that one. A lot of power behind that. Really interesting video, short but sweet. Dave put on a really good performance. Definitely really good use of hands. He had good grip, good placement. Really impressive agility on a mattress to just kind of stand firm and not lose any balance. And best part was contact balance. I mean, constant thrusting and he kind of stayed position. Really shows some really good athletic tools. As far as score, you gotta go pretty high. We'll go pizza score style, 9.1. No comment. That one saw the dick in the puss and penetration and maybe even some balls. I would have a better, criticism or feedback. Gotta see the dick.
Hopefully not a waterbed.
Well, I mean, I can do that for a while. I mean, I didn't even think